Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. Now in today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers versus Young Boys from last night. I'll just get straight into this video. So just before I get into the video, I'll just quickly show you this because I'm sure you'll be wondering what I'm actually wearing. It's the Christmas jumper. Christmas jumper day at work today, so that's why I'm wearing it. Game finished, Rangers won, Young Boys won. It's a decent result if you look at it. I'd have taken that before the match. If you had said to me, the match will finish 1-1, we'll go through, we'll play well in the first half, concede a late goal and kind of hang on a little bit towards the end of the game, I'd have taken that, to be honest, just to get through. Obviously disappointing that we didn't win the group. We were just a couple of minutes away, 5 minutes in fact away from winning the entire group, which is disappointing, but you got to remember where we've been in previous seasons to just show how remarkable achievement this is to get to past the group stages. Remember, we started way back in July against St Joseph's. We had to play the full 4 qualifiers to get through, to even get to the group stages, and then the group stage itself, there was a lot of good teams in there. As Stephen Gerrard's rightly said, it's more like a Champions League group than it was a Europa League group. So I'll quickly talk about the match itself. First 45, maybe even 60 minutes, I thought we were absolutely outstanding. Created so many chances. Morelos had about 3 or 4 really good opportunities out with the goal that he scored. He should have had a penalty as well. He was clipped from the back as he was driving into the box, and it was a clear penalty. I showed you plenty of replays, and it was a definite penalty. The referee for me got that one wrong. Morelos' goal came after 30 minutes after some good play. Because we're constantly pressing, Young Boys gave the ball away quite a lot, particularly in the first half, and a loose ball fell to Ryan Kent, and Ryan Kent knocked it forward to Morelos, and the defender went for it. Morelos closed him straight down, and the defender made a mistake. Morelos got the break of the ball, drives forward, and he's still got a lot to do. Remember the amount of pressure he's under after Sunday's game. He'd already missed two clear-cut chances before this goal went in, so there's a lot of pressure on him to actually finish the chance. But he finished it really, really well. Does what Morelos does. He just does what Morelos does, really. He's outstanding in Europa League. He finished top goal scorer, incidentally, with 6 goals. And that's not just for our group, that includes Celtic's group, it includes Arsenal's group, it includes Manchester United's group. So to finish top goal scorer at all these teams is really, really impressive. That's 14 in total for this season in Europe. Just in Europe, I think it was like 26 goals or 25 goals or something already this season. Incredible. So yeah, I thought first half we were absolutely outstanding, created so many opportunities. Arfield had a chance that went just past the post. Aribo had a real good header saved. Just past the post as well. And they didn't really trouble us at all in the first half. It was just all about us, and our passing was absolutely sensational. But about an hour into the game, they started to really press. Remember that Young Boys were one of the teams that could go through as well, so if they had beaten us, then they would have went through. So it was obviously in their best interest to win the game, and they kept pushing and pushing, and they eventually got their goal with a minute to go. Played the diagonal ball across. A player got a touch to it. I didn't actually think he meant it, but touched it on and took it away for Tavernier, who was about to receive the ball and clear it, obviously. Their player drives into the box, squares it across, and Barisic slides in to try and stop it. It's actually crossed the line. McGregor tried to claw it away from the line. I think it had already crossed the line by that point, and then 2 players ran in and eventually bundled it over the line to make sure of it. But disappointing goal from our point of view. We shouldn't have allowed that diagonal ball to come across. Certainly shouldn't be allowing the guy to drive into our box and cross it. Felt sorry for Barisic because I thought he had an absolutely outstanding game. And to be honest, he didn't really deserve to be on the end of that goal, and he certainly doesn't deserve to be criticised for it, which I have seen on Facebook, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. You can't fault him for that. I mean, if he doesn't slide in, the boy's at the back post anyway, so I really don't think you can slate him for that. And as I say, I thought he had a real good game. Right at the end of the game, Ryan Jack picked up a second yellow, which is disappointing. His first yellow actually meant he was banned for the next game anyway, but he's now certainly out the next. I don't know if it's just the next leg or the next 2 games. I'm not really sure how it works with Europa, but he was certainly a big loss. Ryan Jack obviously sent off for a second yellow. To be honest, it was a good yellow to take at the time because they were actually breaking away, and Jack got in front of the guy and impeded him a little bit. Definite yellow, no complaints, and he had been booked earlier, as I said, so he got sent off for that. What else can I say about this game? I thought, as I say, we were outstanding first half, and they came into that second half, and once they got their goal, they started really pressing, and it looked like we might concede late on, which was obviously no ideal, but we managed to stick to our task. One thing I will say, I thought Steven Gerrard maybe should have made a couple of subs towards the end. He brought one player on earlier and made one change, and he probably should have. I would have maybe taken Aribo off. Aribo looked really, really tired towards the end of the game. But apart from that, I can't really criticise the way we played, to be honest. I thought we were absolutely outstanding. As I say, a little bit unlucky. And thing is, maybe in the last half hour, Young Boys probably did play the better football and probably the better team at that point. But that's going to happen in football, especially in European football. And Young Boys are a real good team. So I'm not really too fussed by that, to be honest. I thought we did a good showing, and the fact that we've qualified from this group, as I say, is excellent. So if you look at it, who do we play next? The draw will be on Monday. There are big teams in there. Ajax have come in, Inter Milan are there, Man United are there, Arsenal are there. Here's a quick question for you: who do you guys want? Personally, for me, I want Arsenal. My son's an Arsenal fan, so it'll be a good wee bit banter between us if we got them. I'm pretty sure I said that before the group stages were announced that I wanted Arsenal as well. So, and plus it'd be quite an easy game to get to. I don't know how easy it would be to get tickets right enough, but it'd be easy to go down to London and go see them. So that's the reason I would want either them or Manchester United, but Arsenal for me probably is the best bet. So I'll quickly talk about a couple of the players who I thought performed really well. McGregor, I didn't think could do much for the goal. I thought Tav was absolutely outstanding. Our 2 centre-backs, Katic was excellent. He made a really good, strong challenge about maybe 5-10 minutes into the game and got a really large cheer for the crowd. So I thought he played well. I thought Goldson played well. Barisic was absolutely outstanding, as I've said. Ryan Kent, again, was pretty quiet, and I don't know what it is in the last couple of games, but he seems to drift in field a little bit and kind of just not be his usual self. Usually he's picking up the ball and driving forward constantly, but he's not seemed to be doing that the last couple of games. He's played a little bit deeper role, which is also annoying. Our midfield were superb. Ryan Jack was absolutely outstanding. Disappointing to get sent off, but as I say, it was a card that was needed at the time. He had to make that foul or they were breaking away and most probably scoring. So happy with that, to be honest. I thought Aribo played absolutely brilliant in the first half. Kamara was constantly winning the ball back. Real good player. And Morelos was a constant threat. Probably should have scored more than the one he did. But as I say, he was under a little bit of pressure to score. And he duly delivered, so I'm not too fussed that he's missing 2-3 chances, as long as he is getting that one. And it is an important goal. Arfield I thought was pretty good as well in that midfield. And I actually prefer Arfield in this role. I know he was playing kind of wide right where Aribo is now playing. I'm not too sure if that's Aribo's best position, to be honest, but I think Arfield is now starting to pick up a little bit and playing in a better role than he used to. And that's pretty much it. Ojo came on, as I said, and he didn't really do too much. Had a shot right towards the end where he probably could have scored, probably should have done better. And that's it. Man of the match for me, probably Morelos. I thought he was a constant threat to them. Let me know what you guys think down below. So I'm just going to wrap this video up, guys. I feel like I've been talking for ages, but there was a lot of things to talk about in that game. Very, very delighted that we're through. Obviously disappointed that we didn't win the group. But delighted to get through, and we'll see who we get on Monday, and I'll probably do a video on Monday to talk about the draw. So cheers. I'll see you in the next video, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you.